Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, long time no see, hey? Yes, I've not been active. Basically, long story short, I've had a little bit of a medical problem that's still ongoing, but I'm trying to sort of do something about it to try and ease the pain. I've also had a bit of a problem, as your last video, with eczema on my skin, but it seems to have cleared a little bit, so we're back doing another video for you. So without further ado, without talking about myself, let's do a pen review. So some of you will remember a little pen that I showed you recently, this one here. Look at that, what a gorgeous little pen, in lovely condition as it is there, but you can see unfortunately the nib's missing, so we'll have to just do a little bit of TLC on it. And look at the pen now. Yeah, it doesn't look a great deal of different, but yeah, we've actually cleaned it up. We've put a brand new sack in it. As you'll see in a moment, I've put a new nib in the pen, so it's all ready to go. I know there's people out there that like these small pens, these slim pens as well. So as always, with all the other pens that I show you, everything is available, so it's of interest. You know what to do. Down below, get in touch. So what we've got here for you, right, I'll show you the imprint in a moment because it's down here at the bottom of the barrel, but just in all intents and purposes, what we've got for you is a Swan pen made by Mabie Todd Company, and this one is made in New York. Okay, made in USA, obviously. And you can see it's quite a smallish pen. From the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 114 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's approximately about 8 millimeters in diameter. But a absolutely gorgeous pen. Let's show you the pattern. You can see it's got these sort of different patterns running throughout the pen, as you can see there. Sort of blank patterns or blank lines in between. We've got this ball clip to the pen, as you can see there. In normal circumstances, I would have thought it would have had a Swan logo. There's no Swan logo on the pen, and you can see it's a lever fill with quite a long plain lever, as you can see there. So rather unusual. I'm not sure of the model. The only thing I'd suggest is, because it actually reads Mabie Todd Company without the limited, I'm dating the pen, I don't know what, maybe 1920s, 1930s. Okay, if anybody can tell us anything different, or tell us maybe even which model it is, please get in touch again down below. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's get a close-up of the imprint to the end of the barrel here, so you can see that. Okay, so here we've got a bit of a close-up. I'm not too sure where it actually starts, but it reads Swan Pen, and then it has Mabie Todd Company. Okay, and then it has New York. I think that's the New York there. And then to the very bottom, just below it, it says Made in USA. Just below there, you can see Made in USA. So it's got a legible, so there it is, Swan Pen. As I said, Mabie Todd Company, New York. And again, Made in USA to the bottom. Sometimes they have a model number to the bottom. This one doesn't have it. But while we're showing you a close-up, let's show you this gorgeous pattern. There's the lever for you. And if we take you up to the cap again, the pattern is repeated there. So it's got this these blanks in between, and then two different patterns engraved or engine turned patterns, as you can see. And the clip, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. Nothing to the cap band there, but nice and simple. As we said, to the bottom there, that's the only barrel imprint we have. Okay, so that was a close-up for you on the imprint, as you can see there. Now, as I said, or well, I think I just said it to you, the size of it, 114 millimeters capped, is quite a smallish pen. Now, I know some of you people, okay, you can see the cap there is a screw-on, screw-off cap. Okay, so there we go. Okay, there we go. There's with the nib. You can see before we had there's the feed underneath, which we showed you with the pen earlier. And what I've actually done in this particular instance, I've actually installed a Swan number 1 14 karat gold nib. So it's got a Swan nib now, number 1. Now, whether it's the right nib, I'm not too sure. Someone mentioned it needs a number 2, but I thought a number 2 is a little bit too big. This one fits very nicely, although I had a little bit of a problem. Somebody sort of played about with the feed underneath, and you can see the nib actually sort of sticks out a little bit too much, in my opinion, but it still works perfectly and it's fine as it is there. So, like I say, for me personally, I would have liked the nib to sit a little bit further in the section, but it won't, as I say, because somebody been sort of fiddling with the feed, so there's not enough length in the feed. But yeah, it's still in full working order, as we'll show you in a moment. Now, just coming back to what I was saying earlier, it's a smallish pen, as you can see with my large hands. Still can use it, but I don't like to recommend people do this, but I'm sure these pens were actually designed for the cap like that. As you can see, it's posted, so it makes the pen itself much longer, and in some cases I would have thought a lot comfortable, well, much more comfortable for a person to write with. The only problem being it fits on the end very snugly, okay, and if you started to post this cap numerous times on the end of the barrel, that particular barrel imprint that we showed you earlier, which is nice and clean and legible, it would not last very long, because by posting the cap on and off, that would actually wear away. And that is why personally I do not recommend that people post caps on pens. But any pen that is your pen, you can do what you wish with your own pen. As we said, it's a lever fill, so what I've done, I've put a new sack in the pen. The lever locks into place. I'm not going to fill it because, as I said, it's going to be available, and we'll leave that pleasure to a new owner. But let's just do a little dip test. Okay, I've dipped it a little bit too much. It doesn't matter. So what we've got is a Swan Pen, Mabie Todd and Company. That's why I'm dating it sort of around about the 1920s, 1930s, because after that they became limited. Okay, does it have any flex? I would say just a little bit. It's writing, I would say, with a fine line, as you can see there, writing very nicely. And there you go, a little bit of flexibility, as you can see there, but I wouldn't call it a fully flexed nib, but a little bit of line variation. So let's screw the cap back on like so, and there we have it, an absolutely stunning Swan Pen from the 1920s, 1930s. In this, I would say it's sort of gold plated or gold filled. If it's solid gold, then whoever sort of purchases the pen, they will have, well, they will have a bonus. But I don't think it's solid gold. I think it's gold filled personally. So there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I've enjoyed showing it to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. Don't be shy. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini from me in this stunning pen. Bye bye for now.